ultimately the commodity exchange, and also trying to ensure that all the interventions in terms of financing infrastructure and supporting access to the farmers, are enabled as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Exactly, especially because you, as Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture in Kano State, so Kano is one of the states where there has been some focus, and 4 of the 6 national priority crops are actually, Kano is one of the states for each of those. You've told us a little bit about how you worked on closing the gender gap in Kano, but we also know that Kano, the state is one of our most popular states, and I know that you clearly have been pedaling uphill, literally, on one leg. Can you tell us a little more about what work, if any, you're doing with your contemporaries in the education system and the education ministry, and or what bridges the gender desks are forming in order to close the gender gap in Kano State? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Just like you rightly said, our approach is more kind of a multilateral approach, multi-sectoral, multi-dimensional. Let me give you an example. Like the Poultry Institute that we run, we have already seen in the fact that our women are weak in terms of awareness and even the literacy aspect. So we didn't just keep them in school to teach them smallholder poultry breeding. We decided to kind of include the entire education system to bring these women on board with reality. We were showing them movies, showing them about their health, their environmental sanitation aspect, the need for immunization. We showed them small movies of 30 minutes, showing them the importance of educating their children and then going for adult education. Then from my governor's angle, he has decided to open adult literacy classrooms in all the polling booths, polling stations in the state, and he's funding it heavily so that at least you can read and write. Then we also show them how to fortify baby milk using soya and groundnut. So when in school, some of them come with 4 children, 6 children, just to attend the poultry training. And we realize, why should we keep these women and not taking into the advantage of, taking the children too and putting them into something that is beneficial? I think Hajia Karima had the opportunity to visit us during this session, and I'm telling you that this school is proving very, very excellent, because we are not just imparting agricultural skill and knowledge to them, but we are taking it from an all-encompassing approach: their health, their education, their children's immunization, living with their husbands, socializing, living with among their peers, opening their eyes, coming into a better life, better nutrition, giving them an idea of what a balanced diet means. We give them eggs, we give them oranges, and we show them how to use moringa or the local vegetables in the society to balance their meal, and they don't have to necessarily do it the expensive way. We show them all this, and it's really working. And in terms of interacting with my peer, I want to tell you that just last week, the executive council, I was able to get my governor to approve, to approve the introduction of the Young Farmers Club in all the secondary schools in the state. And as it is today, they are forming the Young Farmers Club, and I have taken it upon myself. I have set up the structure. This is going to go in a long way, putting these things into our children, and then they will come up with it. And also, another important program we have brought on board, my governor has just decided to do a crop mapping system in the state. And moringa and jatropha are going to be planted in all the 44 local governments of the state. The government is going to support moringa and jatropha. And then we are now assigning 2 other crops per zone. The government will support these crops. We have clustered some local government areas, assigned some valuable crops to them like Kura axis,